G'day, welcome to DuckZorly Gaming and our Transport Fever 2 mod reviews. In this mod review, we are starting off by looking at killakanz and his current collection of mods on the Steam Mod Hub. This set of mods includes the British Rail Class 37, the British Rail Class 47, the British Rail Class 86, as well as the British Rail Mk.1 coaches. Also the Midland 483 and LMS 2P steam locomotives, and the set of British Semaphore signals. Okay, so as we said before, these are available on the Steam Workshop for Transport Fever 2, and the link for each of these will be down below in the comments for you to go and grab them. Okay, so what we're going to start with, we are going to look at all these models from killakanz, starting with the Class 37 diesel locomotive in its 5 different liveries. Now we are going to be looking at all these locos with the different liveries, both on the track, as we can see here, and also in the purchase window of the game. So, starting off here, we have 5 variants for the Class 37, and they look pretty nice. Personally, I love the Class 37, one of my favourite locomotives. So we have those. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to move on over and have a look at our next model. The next group of locomotives we'll be looking at are the British Rail Class 47 locos. Now, there are 6 variant liveries available for this model, and they are pictured right there, and they look fantastic, including the one British Rail version with the active catenary. So, we will have a look at the others shortly in the windows. Next we have the Midland 483 class and the Pharmer class 2P locomotives. Now these locomotives unlock at various stages through the game, like many of the others. The Midland Railway class 483 is there. We have the LMS version of the Pharmer 2P class, and we have the various liveries for MR, MS, SDGR and British Rail at the back. So they are magnificent looking models as well, and we'll see them running shortly. And next up we have the British Rail Class 86 locomotives. There are 4 variants to this. We have the Virgin, the Freightliner, the Intercity, and the old BR Blue Intercity liveries available for these. All 4 models come with a catenary collection points, so they are good to go for catenary or non-catenary tracks as you so wish. Alright, let's continue on. Okay, so when we come into the depot, we have the option to buy our trains, obviously. Now, for our Midland 4P, 483 and our 2P Pharmer, we're going to have different options available to us. So up here we have the Midland Railway 483 class locomotive. As you can see, it is $1,460,000 to buy, $243,000 operating per year. Top specs for that are 80 km/h top speed, steam obviously, 400 kilowatt power, has 56 kilonewtons of traction effort, loading speed is 1 times, emission 76 ton, build date is 1882 to 1966, and the lifespan is, that doesn't matter because that's just how long it's been in the game. Alright, a little bit of text here. The Midland Railway 483 class. The 483 class was a 440 locomotive designed by Samuel W. Johnson. Built for suburban passenger services, this design formed the basis for the later LMS Class 2P. There are no survivors of the class in preservation, all were scrapped. Alright, so let's go and have a look at the successors to this. We scroll on the bottom here, and we have the Pharmer 2P LMS. Now you'll see here it says 3 variants. How does that work? Well, quite simply, when you click on the unit here, it actually gives you the variants down here under the color bar. So we have the Pharmer 2P in the LMS livery. We have the Pharmer 2P in the SDJR livery, and we have it in the black BR livery. Alright, so very similar to the 483, although obviously being a newer unit, a little bit more powerful. So it runs at 97 kilometers an hour, steam powered, 950 kilowatt tractive power, power and tractive effort is 91 kilonewtons. Loading speed is still 1 times, emission 74, weight 76 ton, and build date is 1948 through to 1966. And a little bit of text here by killakanz. Pharmer 2P in British Railways black early emblem livery. The Fowler 2P was a 440 locomotive derived from the Midland Railway 483 class, and more than 300 of the class were built for suburban passenger service, and they spread across Britain. On the formation of British Rail, where they served to the end of steam, there are no survivors of the class in preservation or were scrapped, which is a shame. But anyway, so that is the 483 and Fowler 2P models by killakanz. Okay, next up we have the BR Class 86 electric locomotives, and they are situated here under the electric section of our locomotives. So we have 4 variants with this. We have the BR Blue, we have the Intercity Swallow, we have the Freightliner Green, and the Virgin Trains model. The specs for this train is as follows. It is $10.6 million to buy, give or take a few figures. It has a top speed of 177 kilometers per hour. Oh, sorry, it's also $1.7 million a year to operate. Engine type is electric. Its power, 2,685 kilowatt, with a tractive effort of 267 kilonewtons. Loading speed is 1 times, emission of 62, weight of 82 tons, and its build date was from 1997. Now, a little bit of a blurb. There's no blurb down here for this one. Class 86 Blue, Intercity Swallow. He hasn't got. Normally, Killer gives us a bit of a blurb in there. There's no blurb for these ones, but that's okay. All right, so that is the Class 86. Next, we're going to move on to the diesel models, which is the Class 37 and the Class 47. So starting with the 37, my personal favorite. So the Class 37 comes with 5 variants. We have the BR Green, the BR Blue, the BR Blue with the large logo. That's my personal favorite. Rail Freight Grey, and also the EWS Red. Okay. So let's have a look at the specs available for the Class 37. It is $5,033,000 to buy. It is $838,000 a year to run. It has a top speed of 145 kilometers an hour. It is a diesel, obviously. Power of 1,305 kilowatts. Tractive effort of 247 kilonewtons. Has a loading speed of 1 time. Emission of 74. Weight of 102 tons. And the build date was from 1995. Bit of a blurb. Class 37 diesel loco in EWS red livery. A diesel locomotive from Great Britain, the Class 37 was designed to haul both passenger and goods trains. They became one of the mainstays of the British Rail fleet, regularly seen on lines across Britain. As of 2015, members of the class are still in mainline service despite being over 50 years old. Okay, so not bad. And I do remember not so long ago being in the UK and seeing these in operation. I love them. Anyway. That's all well and good. Now, one thing is, we'll show you quickly how it works with the variants. If I want to add the variant here, I'll just come and select which one I want. So I'm going to take my personal favorite, the BR Blue large logo. To add that to my train down here for a new vehicle, I just come over here and press the add button. Then if I want to add an EWS red, I can just go in there and then click the add button. And that's how you add your different liveries in there. Nice and simple, not too hard to do. Okay. All right, next we're going to move on to the Class 47 diesel locomotive, which luckily enough for us is directly below the 37, and this is him here. Now there's 6 variants given to us for this option, for this model. So we have the BR Green, the BR Blue with the large logo. We have an Intercity Swallow. We have the Rail Freight Grey, and we have the EWS Red. So very similar livery to what we got for the 37 and also for the 86. All right. Now, let's have a look at the specs for this. It's, again, similar to the 37. It is $10.6 million to buy. It is 1.7, basically $1.8 million a year to run. Has a top speed of 153 kilometers per hour. Engine type is diesel. Power is 2,750 kilowatts. Tractive effort, 245 kilonewtons. Loading speed, 1 time. Emission, 78. Weight is 112 tons, and build date was from 1995. Now, all these are just slightly varied for the livery. But anyway, so Class 47 diesel locomotive in British Rail green livery. A diesel locomotive from Great Britain, the Class 47 was developed along with a number of other classes during the British Transport Commission's drive to remove all steam locomotives from British Rail service by 1969. 512 Class 47s were built by Brush Traction, which made them the most numerous class of British mainline diesel locomotive. As of 2015, 82 of them still exist as Class 47s, with others having been converted to other classes. 30 still operate on mainline services. Alright, so that is the Class 47 BR Green. Also, we've covered the Class 37 BR, and we've also covered the Class 86, as well as also our 483 and Fowler 2P. Sorry, I had a mental blank there for a second. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to check out his Semaphore signals, and that will be it. So we'll flick on over to them right now. Okay, and the last thing we're going to look at in this pack of mods is the UK Semaphore signal. So we come in here to our train selection, and we select our Semaphore signals here, or our signals here, and then we have the UK Semaphore path signal. Okay, so placement is obviously with thanks to the big arrow on the track, which tells us and makes it very clear as to what way the signal is going to be working. So let's have a look and read what killakanz has said on the mod website for Steam. A UK-style upper quadrant semaphore home signal by killakanz. In Britain, we drive on the left, and so do our trains. This signal places on the left of the track where it should be. And I'm not going to disagree with him. I like to have my trains running on the left-hand side as well. Anyway, features: upper quadrant semaphore signal with counterweight, left-hand placement, animated arm bounce, raising and lowering, light behind aspect lens. Right, not too much to it. So, what we're going to do is we are going to set these in. Now, the only options you have with setting the signals are whether they're going to be one way or not. Okay, so for instance on this one, we're going to make this one a one way. So we go yes, and we select our positioning, and bang, there it is. It's in place. Okay, we've got another one over here, which is waiting for traffic coming on the south run. And then that is it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get this train. We've got a set of trains here that's all going through. These are ones we've just reviewed. And we're going to watch these signals activate. And that'll be the last thing we do for this mod review. So let's get them going. Nice clear red signal there at the moment. Oh, he's gone to green. And that nice little bounce. That just is perfect. Really, really good. So there goes our 2Ps and our 483, leaving a lot of smoke behind, and then it bounces back down again. Fantastic. Now we're just waiting. We should have a steam train flying down through here, and there we go. He's lifted. Give him access. There it goes. There's the 86s, and then it bounces back down again. All right, so that's it. Okay, we are now going to look at the BR Mk.1 coaches. Now, we have them available in both a brake coach and a coach variant with 7 different liveries available. As you can see them both here, we have the brake coach and the coach. The liveries are the same for both, so we'll only check out the one to go through that. So we have the Mk.1 brake coach Blood and Custard, the Chocolate and Cream, the Network Southeast, the Plum and Spilt Milk. That sounds pleasant, doesn't it? The Southern Green, the Maroon Red, and the Intercity Blue Grey. Okay, so exactly the same for the Mk.1 coach. Now, let's have a look at the technical aspects of these. They are $2 million each for the brake coach, and for the coach, they're the same price. So they both are at 161 km/h top speed, capacity of 21 passengers for both, a loading speed of 3 times, emission of 61, which isn't really applicable for a carriage, but anyway. They weigh 30 tonne each, and they're available from 1951. There is no blurb per se, I don't think. Yeah, only the fact of the region and all that sort of stuff. So there's not much in there for that. Anyway, what we might do is we might just get a train going with a couple of these, and we'll get one of each, and then we'll just show them off and see how they look. So we're going to collect a diesel loco. We're going to grab my favoured Class 37. Like so. We're going to come back to the passengers, and we're going to go a Blood and Custard Mk.1 coach. We're going to go a Blood and Custard brake coach. Well, actually, we did it back to front. We did brake coach, then coach. That's okay. All right, brake coach, chocolate and cream, add, chocolate and cream, add. All right, now we'll just skip ahead, and I'll get all this done, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we've got all them added in now, and we're going to get this train rolling. so we can actually see exactly what they all look like. Okay, so here he comes. Let's have a bit of a look and see how that looks. Take it off pause, and we should be good to go. Gonna have it a bit quicker. Okay. So we have the... Oh, I can't remember which liveries are which. There we have the first two color sets, looking grand. There's the chocolate cream livery up next. Then we have, I think this one was the southeastern, southeastern or southwest. Can't read that. Then we have the plum and off milk, or whatever it was called. Then we have the BR green coming up next. Then have the maroon. And then the intercity grey and blue. That's them. All done. Well, zoom too far out. So that's it. That's the BR Mk.1 coaches by killakanz. Okay, so I'd like to thank killakanz for his wonderful mods that he's already provided to us for Transport Fever 2. Just recapping, we have looked at the British Rail Class 86, the British Rail Class 37 and 47 diesel locomotives, the Midland 483 and the Fowler 2P steam locomotives, the British Rail Mark 1 coaches, and also the British Semaphore signals. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed it as a mod review. We're going to do more of these mod reviews for Transport Fever 2 as time goes by. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, press that like button. As always, don't forget to press that subscribe button and the alarm notification icon to be made aware when more videos are made available. And until next time, this is DuckZorly, DuckZorly Gaming, and Transport Fever 2. See you later. Bye.